Good day, my people. This is Video Fashion, and today we are learning how to cut off shoulder top and Bustier as well. So, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. For our off shoulder Bustier, I'll use from shoulder to nipple point 9.5 to under bust is 13 inches and to half length is 17 inches. While the total circumference for the bust is 37 inches to total circumference for under bust is 31.5 and that of half length is 31.5 as well. So, and the nipple to nipple is 7 inches. So that is all we will need for this off shoulder Bustier. First of all, I will remove 3 inches. That's for my off shoulder. I will remove 3 inches. Then I'll measure my nipple point 9.5 inches. That's from my shoulder to nipple point. Notice I've removed 3 inches before I start my nipple point measurement. Then my under bust is 3 inches. I'll be 13 inches, sorry. My half length is 17 inches plus the joining allowance, which is half. What I'll use to join it. Then I'll come back to my shoulder. I did not add the 3 inches. Always remember I removed 3 inches earlier. Then the shoulder of my client is 16 inches. So I'll chalk the 16 inches. Initially, normally if you are cutting your Bustier, you remove from your shoulder 4.5 inches. But because we've removed 3 inches, so go like this to remain 1.5. That is, I've removed the 3 inches. You can see my tape is not placed on my fabric. This is the 3 inches. Then this is the remaining 1.5 to make it 4.5 inches. For my shoulder, I measured 8. That is, my shoulder is 16 inches. Then the fabric is folded into 2. So it will be 16 divided by 2, which is 8. And from that 8 inches, I told you earlier that we'll remove 3 inches for our off shoulder measurement. So I've removed the 3 inches. Then, if you watch all my previous videos, I've taught how to measure, how to make Bustier. So from the shoulder you measure from the shoulder, you measure 4.5. But because this one is off shoulder, we remove 3 inches. Then the remaining will be 1.5. You can see I've removed the 3 inches. The 3 inches is not placed on my fabric. I hope you can get what I'm trying to say here. Then on my nipple point, which is 9.5, I'll measure my nipple to nipple. That's 3.5 inches. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches. So that's 3.5. Then I'll measure the 3.5 down. Sorry, I have to make this one long so that it will not affect me when I'm trying to chop it. Please ensure you do it this way. So now, this is my nipple to nipple measurement. Chop it out, then I'll connect everything together. So after that, I'll measure another 2 inches. My nipple point again. I'll connect everything together. Then on my under bust, sorry, on my nipple point, I'll come out from this side, I'll come out half inch. So I will slant it from my under bust like so. Then I'll go and connect it to this 1.5 inches. Then from my under bust, you know this place is the remaining 1.5. From my under bust, I'll cuff it out. Give me a round cuff shape. You can see. Then from this, my remaining 1.5, I'll measure 3 inches. So that is that. Then I'll come to the side and measure the total circumference of my client's half length, which is 31.5. That's 31.5 divided by 4 to give me 7.75. Chalk it out. Then make a straight line up. Then from this angle, I'll try to make the shape of my armhole. So I'm still going to do the joining together. I'll just make a shape of my armhole here. Then I'll cut it out. So after cutting, this is the shape I have here. So I notch the underbust, then notch this underbust. So when I'm joining, I will ensure that this notched parts align with each other. And please note that when I was cutting it, I did not put any sewing allowance on this side, because this will serve as my sewing allowance. There's still allowance here after joining. So I'll do the back side now. Now for the back side, I'll remove 3 inches just the way I did for the front. Then measure the half length of my client to 17 inches. Then half inch for the joining. I'll leave it out. For this particular method, I've once explained in my previous video. So now I'll check out my zip allowance. That's 2 inches. These 2 inches for the zip allowance. After that, I will measure my shoulder circumference, which is 16, then divided by 2, that will give me 8 inches. Then this, like I measured for the neck, like I did for the front, I will remove 3 inches. Then from here, from the shoulder to, I have to measure 4.5, but because I've removed 3 inches, to remain 1.5. Remain 1.5. So, and I'll measure again my nipple to nipple measurement for my client is 7 inches, and that will be 7 inches divided by 2, that's 3.5. But because it is back, I'll add half inch to it, making 4 inches. So I will now slant it to, I'll connect it to my 1.5 inch. Then I'll measure another 2 inches here, measure half here, measure half beside the 1.5 the shoulder, then connect it like so, draw a slant, then I'll give it this armhole shape here. Before doing that, sorry, I have to measure the total circumference of my half length, which is 31.5 divided by 4. As 7.75. Then I'll connect everything together. Then I'm done with the back. Next thing for me to do now is go to my machine, join them, then shape out the neck. I've cut out the unwanted parts there. I'll go and join it together. Then after joining, this is the outcome. This is my back, and this is my front. So I'll just look for pieces of my fabric to make small ball. raise my bust point up. Then this shape now for the back, I don't need it, I'll trim it up. After that, I will measure the total circumference of my bust is 37. That's 37 divided by 4. 9.25. Then plus 2 inches going along. Please note the bust. When I wanted to measure it, I measure it at total bust, not the real nipple bolts. Then for here, for my half length is 31.5. I will measure the 31.5 dash 0.05 2 inches going around. I said the reason why I don't need to add any additional allowance while cutting, because I said this particular part, this middle part they already give us. So now I'm done with that. I will shape my neckline. I'll use 3.5. Sorry, I'll use 5 inches scissors off shoulder. I'll use 5 inches for my neckline. This 5 inches I can come down with. See, I still remove the 3 inches. Then I can come down like 6 inches, depending on how low. Even if I want the cleavage to show, I can still come down more than this board, because I don't want it to be too down. So I'm using 6 inches. Mind you, I first remove the 3 inches for the shoulder. So I will cut that one out. And after that, to shape my armhole, I'll measure 1 inch. After that 1 inch, I'll measure my 3 inches again. Then I'll come down by 7 inches. So, yeah, viewers, this is the finished work. This is the end result of it. So let me use it out so that you can see. Back side, this is the back side now. This is check on this. That's for the back side. Sorry, I forget to notch the zip allowance. Notch it out. We are done. This is the front side. Thank you.